Hi, my name is Linda Harlos, and I am owner and operator of Parent with Purpose. These are the top 5 things that I wish someone had told me before I started Parent with Purpose. Number 5 is be ready and willing to learn from others. If you're allowing others to challenge you and or to give their own opinions, you are now creating a very strong team instead of just assuming that you have all the answers. Number 4, it's okay if others don't like you or they don't like what it is that you are doing. In fact, because of what I do, I am guaranteed that there are people who will not like me, and I wish I wasn't as shocked as I was when they tried to discredit me and hacked me on several accounts. But it is a simple truth, and I doubt it will ever stop because there is a lot of money to be made in trafficking. So those who benefit from this crime will definitely not like those of us who are trying to stop them or bring awareness to this subject. Even the general population often backs away from me when they learn what it is that I do. My job makes them uncomfortable. They think I'm either contagious and they need to step away from me before whoever, trafficked my daughter might find them and infect them and their loved ones. Or they think that I must have just been a terrible parent and want nothing to do with me. And even though that proves their ignorance on this topic, I remember that I was also that judgmental of many other parents with many other issues. However, working around these challenges is also good as it helps you remember your why, keeping you focused on why you're fighting and that it is important to keep fighting the good fight. Which leads me to my number 3. I wish someone had told me to ensure I surrounded myself with other like-minded people. It's hard doing what I do, and others in similar situations can help keep me motivated. Educating others in such a difficult topic is challenging, and due to the subject matter, devastation is inevitable in the wake of this crime that I am trying to stop. I had to learn that others who are fighting the good fight could be there to help me also fight the fight and make it so that I did not feel so alone, as well as give me some coping skills on how to deal with the stress of this job. Number 2, in my fight to educate, I wrote a book titled Walk a Mile. I wish someone had told me that writing the book would have been the easiest part. The editing and the work needed to self-publish after months of being unable to find an agent was a nightmare. I would still have written the book, as it is another educational piece that I hope will bring awareness to this subject. But knowing what would have been needed to get this done would have prepared me a lot more. It might have helped me not feel like such a failure, seeing as it took me a lot longer to do this project than expected. The number 1 thing I wish someone had told me before I started Parent with Purpose is that it is impossible to make people listen. Trying to help people understand that this is a crime that is happening in their communities, maybe even in their homes, and they might not have a clue is the most challenging thing in the world to accept. But never did I realize how people would refuse to believe that it could be true. I cannot blame them because I also sat in my suburban home as a stay-at-home, community-based, faith-based mom and assumed this topic would never affect me, and so I stayed ignorant. Because I was one of them, you would think I would know how to make them listen. But I still cannot do that in most cases. My free monthly workshop should be full of parents wanting to learn how to protect their loved ones from this crime, but instead, most of those who sign up for the workshop are employees of organizations in the same field who are just trying to learn more about this subject. The most frustrating thing is that many friends and family members haven't even bothered to take the workshop after 5 years of doing this work. I have a brother whose granddaughter is currently in a very unhealthy relationship, and he had no idea that she might also be a victim of trafficking. How do I get anyone else to listen if I can't even make my family listen? Trying to make anyone listen is the most challenging obstacle. But this I know. If someone had told me how impossible it is to make others listen, I still would be doing everything I could every single day to ensure that at least one more person has had the opportunity to learn from my mistakes. I will do whatever I can to educate them on this subject. I do not want anyone else to put their head on their pillow at night with naivety being the only reason someone they know and love got trafficked or abused.